Yeah.
There we go. Right. Yeah, guys. This is today we have Dela from Stumpdela. She's also got a website. If you'd like to say hi.
Hi.
And today we're doing an interview, and yep, let's get started. So, Dela, do you have like any? What's your favorite like pack of like, deck of cards?
Well, pretty much my favorite deck of cards is either the Theory 11 Sentinels or the Blue NOC deck.
Mhm. Um, which what would your favorite? What's your favorite trick to perform?
Well, I really like at performing the invisible deck.
Uh,
I like to do a nice impromptu trick because so someone can just hand me a deck of cards and I can just do any trick with it.
yeah, I've got an invisible deck as well. It's a blue one, but
Yeah, I have a
my
blue.
mhm, my see my mum's friend's pal, son, sorry, um, he ended up using it without my permission and went and my brother's friend ended up taking it and sorting all the cards. So it was
Oh,
um,
that
it
stinks.
was now they're all facing the correct way, kind of thing with it. Right. So what if you were walking up to a stranger on the streets and they says to you to do a magic trick? Well, obviously not just going to walk up to you, but if you said to them if they wanted to see a magic trick, what would be the first like trick that you would start off with?
I would start off with a nice, really like easy trick where it's very, very visual, and I'd like the spectator to get involved in a lot of tricks. So I would probably do a trick that's impromptu, maybe like the trick slop, because it's just a nice opener. I don't know, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, see, I've got a couple of gimmick things. I've got the gecko and I've got Power Word Fall by Matt Scones. I was wondering, do you have any gimmick things or DVDs?
I have the Raven. It's do you know what that effect is when you like wave your hand over a
Mm-hmm.
coin and it just yeah. I have that. And I also have a- when I started out Magic, I had a lot of like Phantasma stuff. It's like more of the more kiddish Magic
Mm-hmm.
stuff. And so I have a lot of DVDs from there. So yeah, that's mostly all I have for DVDs though.
Mm-hmm. I've just thought of something that I don't even know. I didn't think at the start. It's how long have you been like doing magic for?
Oh, I've been doing Magic since for a little over a year, since about last March. So roughly like I don't know, a year and 4 months.
Mm-hmm. Is have you do you do a lot of coin tricks?
Um, yeah, I can't remember the trick. I think it's called Scotch and Soda. That's the main coin trick. That's one of the only coin tricks I really perform. But occasionally I will do a coin trick. But
Mm-hmm.
I mostly do card magic.
If see hmm, is there like any? What's your favorite card trick that you would?
Well, I have a couple, but one of my favorite card tricks. I'm not really sure what it's called, but it uses like a friction pen,
Mm-hmm.
and you pretty much you have a spectator pick a card, and you had a prediction the whole time. It's and then you show them the prediction. It's the wrong card, and then you hold the piece of paper with the prediction on it over the fire, and it like changes um, their prediction,
Mm-hmm.
my prediction into their card, and it's a pretty cool visual effect. Very visual.
Have you ever made an original trick that you've come up with?
Sorry, what'd you say?
Have you come up? If you had like, if you made an original card trick that you've made up?
Yeah, I have made up a card trick, original card trick. I've probably about 10 or 15 I've made up, but some of them are just really basic and I
Mhm.
barely hardly perform them. So, yeah.
Mhm. Um, is there any card tricks that you know where you would sign a card? Well, do you get the spectator to sign a card?
Sign. Oh, I've done Sealed to the Kiss before. Um, I've done that trick before, and you have to sign cards.
Mhm.
Um, I mean, I've done the Torn and Restored trick, and you have to
Mhm.
sign a card. I mean, I do a couple, but not always. Sometimes I do, but
Have you heard of the trick Reform
no,
by
I actually
Blake
haven't.
Voigt? It's basically where you take a card and you fold it up, and then you basically you rip it up, and then you can just put it back together, and then
Oh, I've
well,
seen that before.
mhm,
Yeah, yeah. It's like okay, I saw that. But I've never. I don't know how it's done. Yeah, but
mhm. I've actually I've just remembered I've actually got a video of that on my channel that I've done a performance yet. Don't know how I
uh,
forgot about that. Is there any? So did you say that you done coin tricks or that you didn't do coin tricks?
well, I do sometimes. I usually only do specific coin tricks. But I do sometimes. Yeah.
Mhm. What would out of some of the coin tricks that you've done? What would you say would be the highest one that you would rate?
Like my favorite coin trick that I can do.
Mhm.
Um, well, I know quite a few, so it would either be um the Raven
Mhm.
or Scotch and soda. I don't know if you know what that is, but it's a really good trick.
I've never heard of that. I'll search it up after this interview. It sounds quite good. Is I heard so? Are you? In fact, you just done it. I was going to ask, but um, is there anybody that you've met like that's been famous? Like I'd say, like is there anybody on that does magic that you've met before, like personally?
Um, Actually, I don't think I have. If I mean, yeah, I don't know really. I mean, I think I have. Well, I've met like street magicians before, but I
Mhm.
mean, they're not really big names. And I've been to a magic shop before,
Mhm.
like out of my state. But and I mean, there's a magician, and he has a couple YouTube videos, but he's not that famous. So I
Mhm.
mean, to be honest, I really haven't. So no.
Mhm. Um, is there any see like it could be one that you know, or one that you own. Is there any gimmick things that you know that you like but you don't exactly own?
Oh, well, let me think. um,
Hmm.
I know there's. Well, I used to own the bike quarter, but mine broke. So I don't have that anymore. But it was a pretty cool gimmick coin.
Mhm.
And a Triumph deck. I'd love. Those are really cool.
Mhm.
I don't own one of those. Yeah.
Well, is there anything that you would like to say before we end the interview?
Um, no, not really. Yeah, I'm think not really. No.
All right. Well, this has been an interview with Stumpdela, and I'll put her a link to her channel in the description, like the last interview that I done, so you can go to her channel and check that out. She's got a good magic trick tutorials. She recently had a giveaway that just closed. And yep, she's got a lot of good things in her channel, so you can check that out, and the link will be in the description for you. And remember
Yeah,
to leave a like, rate, and subscribe.
yeah, definitely like his video.
Right. Well, bye, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Bye.